at the beginning of the 19th century, somebody bring back from China a sheng. You know what's a sheng? Carry on. It's an orgabouche. Capiche?
Yeah, sorry, say that again.
And some say, whoa, what a fuck, how it works. So they destroy the shank quick. And they find, what they find inside, do you believe me? A reed in metal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And the reed was not like our reed, like we are in regal, in the organ and clarinets, single reed, but snapping on the bloody canal, but incredible! Incredible, they say. And one thing was great is, the more you blow, the stronger is the sound. Incredible. But because the more you blow in those strings, it's a Terminator. Shit. So they say, wow, there is something to... I carry on.
Take time, we've got all that.
No, so they quickly realize that can be the base of expressive instrument that you can, because when you are on the enfin non, bref. So they invented quickly the mouth organ and the harmonium. Capiche? And one day, a physician, Sir Charles Wheatstone, unfortunately English, invented a sort of trick with a fingering totally crazy. And he blew in it. Ridiculous. Ooh, English.
Nobody is offended, you fine.
But in 1829, he said, it's difficult to blow in that fucking strike. So I will put a little bellow. That's... And I will call that concertina because I'm going to do concert with it. Not at all, but anyway. Who cares?
What is the French for bollocks?
Les couilles. So finally he made that stuff. But the same year, a guy from Autriche. Austria. Autriche is Autriche, no?
Ostrich.
They're very similar.
A guy with an ostrich.
Okay. So that guy in Autriche have the same idea. I put my harmonica because I put that with the bellow, so I have not to blow because I literally dying. And he called that accordion because his idea was only to do chords. So you have only 5 buttons and you push a chord and you push another chord. Incredible.
Chord.
Yeah.
Chord.
Quickly, the rest of Europe, see, chord and chord, shit. So they, and the harmonica was great because very in a small instrument you have 2 octaves easily. So the Germans, who are clever and normally not the enemy of the French, who are the English, so they decide to do that sort of instrument. And in Paris, they build also very nice instrument, romantic Pariselle, etc. Oh, fuck all those instruments, he doesn't care. Let's focus on the concertina. Back to England. Cross the channel. and see that Sir Charles Winston with pa 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 pa. They don't blow because there is a below on the below. And he played that. And he said, "Wow, it's very nice to play the melody. Pa 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 pa. Very quick. Oh, the chords are easy. Poet, 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 poet. But to do the chord and the melody at the same time, no chance." So anyway, there is big orchestra with a baritone and the the German from the other side of the they find that little concertina very cute. Oh, very cute hexagonal stuff. But we are going to buy that and copy it. They buy that and they try. Put. Aïe. The German are a bit. So, put. No problem. Enfin, si, problemo. So they say, we have an idea. We have that harmonica and we have made those 2-row stuff. So they take a saw and they cut the melodeon in two and they put the bass here and the high here. Po, 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 po. And they play poet. Rough, but nice. And as they are very organized, they have factories of those little concertina. Concertina with a car, you know, German. Yeah, concertina, yeah. Bon. The German, the English from the other side of the channel. But they are selling a lot of their concertina. It's our idea. It's incredible. Stop that. Do something. So they buy the German concertina, which is 2-row, 20 buttons, put, and they say put, but there is not all the nice note, because the German have only the good notes. The wrong note were not on the concertina. And the English, as usual, likes the wrong note. So they say, we are going to put an extra row with all our wrong notes. And so they call that the Anglo-German concertina. And today, if you look, you have those German concertina, especially in Ireland. Voilà, the story of the concertina. But from the other side of the channel,
Argentine.
the German were seeing, oh, they invented a concertina with a lot of buttons. Let's put other buttons in our concertina. But they are not as clever as the English. So, and there are musicians who ask, I want that F sharp there and scale and turn and then an enormous square thing with the fingering you can't imagine, you know. Even worse than the comment c'était the duet, the worst duet of the world.
McCann.
No, Jeffries. Even worse than the Jeffries duet. And but that was for to play in the temple and sing a church and all that, to sing la messe et tout ça, serious. But some sailors bought that sort of, they call that concertina, yeah, toujours. And they bring that stuff to the bordel. Oh, you call it bordel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
Bravo.
Bordel?
No.
Bordello.
Bordello? To Buenos Aires. And in the bordello of Buenos Aires, what they sing tango. Ay, que me duele la vida, que recordarás el corazón, que mamma mia. And the concertina fits immediately with that strange and sad song, and become the emblematic instrument of that music. So, and finally, they choose one of the worst fingering of the world, made by Mr. Bond. So it's bandoneon. So you have what you have today is in Argentina bandoneon, which is a concertina allemand, but with notes everywhere. I think they have a dartboard. And what about the what about that F sharp? I miss the trick, so I make it. Well, so Argentine, bandoneon, but it's from Germany, but bandoneon. Capiche? English, still playing. The Irish take the Irish are a bit fatalist. So they want to play in D, but every time they find an instrument, it's not in D. They carry on the idea. They play in D on a BC melodeon.
Yes, of course they do.
They play in D on a GC concertina. They play with, I don't know, you know, it's incredible. The trombone in B flat. Masochiste total. So, Ireland, Anglo-German, Anglo, English, some English, anyway, play the Anglo-German, Morris dance. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a encore? And the little harmonica, the first invention, like, goes, button, and become the big accordion. And Mr. Bouton invented the piano accordion. Incredible. But not Mr. Piano qui invente le bouton accordion, but the contrary. Incredible. And why the big accordion was invented is because in France, in Paris, there was a lot of musicians from center of France who played the pipe, the hurdy-gurdy, awful. And with the gypsies playing guitar or six-string banjo. And they make a lot of money. They have all around la Place de la Bastille, Rue de Lappe. There was a lot of dance places, and they play with the bagpipe and the gypsy on the guitar. Even Django Reinhardt used to play with them. So, one day, the Italian workers came with the accordion, because it's another story tomorrow. But the Italians start to make melodies. And so the Italian came with the melodeon, like a bit like that, and played. The guy from Auvergne were not happy du tout. Because the dancer, oh wow, very good. And we had all so there was fight with knife and in the bellow of the machine, and the other in the back of the cornet. And incredible. And so finally, one of the big guys on the pipe, French pipe, called Buscarel, said to Mr. Pegury, an Italian with a, forget about that, drink a glass of that good wine and let's play together. And they start and they have a big success. And Pegury marries the fille of Buscarel. So there is a lot of little Buscarel, Pegury everywhere. Paris is full of Pegury, Buscarel. But that started what we call bal musette. It's called bal musette. Musette is the pipe, and the bal is the bal. And finally, the the melodeon evolution, because the Italian have family that build melodeon. So when they were, I want an extra row, pew! They send the information to the factor and pew! And so finally they invented the big button accordion. Piano is just a shit. Oops. Well, and but the music was virtuous on the accordion, and finally the pipe can't follow because you have drones and the scale was, and anyway it's always out of tune. So finally the pipe stopped, but the music carry on with the name of bal musette, even if there is no more musette. And that's the end of my story.
Yay!